What up, y'all? Welcome back once again to the Real Nerdy Review. It's your boy Otis, and I'm back with another video. If you're new to my YouTube channel, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, so when every single one of my videos drop, you are getting notified. Your boy is working his way up to 900 YouTube subscribers by the end of this month, 12/31/2022, and I need your help to get there. Currently, I'm sitting at 861 subscribers, so we still got a little ways to go. Actually, pretty big ways to go. So make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you smash the fuck out of that subscribe button to help me reach that goal by the end of this month. So, with that being said, your boy finally got a chance to watch the Black Adam movie. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. I did not like it, okay? I didn't. This movie literally is so fucking bad. I do not understand. And Dwayne or The Rock, whatever you want to be called, man, don't take this the wrong way, man. I loved you as The Rock. You cool as an actor. But this fucking movie is not the movie to change the hierarchy of power in the DCEU, man. It's not. It's garbage. It's trash. It just makes no fucking sense. First off, I was not going to do a review. Because once James Gunn and Peter Safran took over, they pretty much destroyed the DCEU. Of course, I'm catching up to this movie after all this news broke. I didn't see it in theaters. And after watching it, I'm glad I didn't. So, with that being said, let's just get straight into it, man. Again, this movie is fucking shit. So, Black Adam's character, basically, like the first, I don't know, man, 40 minutes of this fucking movie, I actually scratched it from beginning to end. Nothing about this movie I could get into. Black Adam's character, I mean, he was cool. He was cool. But the thing I didn't like was the human characters, Amos and his mom, whatever the fuck her name was, where I felt like trying to, I don't know, man, make him a hero or trying to, like, I don't know, man. It just make him feel something. I don't know, man. And it just wasn't clicking with me. I did not like the characters at all. I would have been better off if the characters were not in this movie at all. Another two characters that shouldn't have been in this fucking movie, Cyclone and Atom Smasher. These motherfuckers didn't do shit this whole entire fucking movie. They were fucking useless, especially Atom Smasher's ass. I don't know the guy who plays him, man, but this dude in this movie was just a fucking goof. He wasn't worth shit. I guess you can in some small way call him the DCEU's version of Ant-Man, except Ant-Man actually did shit that means something. This motherfucker didn't do shit. He was just a goofball in every fucking scene, and he didn't help out whatsoever. They should have just kept Dr. Fate and Hawkman in this fucking movie. They were the main two that were actually doing something. Everybody else, wasted like a motherfucker. If The Rock thought this movie was going to change the power of was going to change the hierarchy of power, he was dead fucking wrong. I know this movie should have came out, shit, I don't know how many years ago. I've lost track. 8, 7, 6 years ago. This movie should have came out. Maybe. But it's like, dude, I don't know how many changes to the script this movie probably went through before it finally hit. But this movie was not it, man. This movie did not hit. It's the reason it's not making the fucking money. I don't know who gave The Rock the wrong numbers, but they lied to you, bro. This movie is fucking garbage. It's like, I'm not, I don't want to unsee this movie. I'm happy I saw it because I can finally get it off my list. I can get it out the way, but this movie is fucking trash, man. None of these fucking characters in this movie, especially the two human characters, Amos' mom, Atom Smasher, Cyclone, fucking mattered. Dr. Fate was alright, man, but he was alright. Hawkman was alright, but it's like they, I don't know, I feel like they forced this wedge between Hawkman and Black Adam. And, I don't know, man, they kept kind of teasing this big fight that they eventually did have. Of course, Hawkman kept getting his ass whipped because he just don't have the speed that Black Adam has. And this movie is so fucking bad, man. I don't know how The Rock thought this movie was going to change the hierarchy of power, but this movie didn't change shit. And maybe word of mouth is what got people uninterested in this fucking movie. Or maybe it was because it was so fucking long And this movie went through so much shit that when it finally came out, people just didn't give a fuck anymore. No matter the marketing, toys, whatever. I know they plan on giving Hawkman his own movie after this, but this movie, just no, man. None of these characters, I gave a fuck if they lived or died. Dr. Fate, Cyclone, Hawkman, none of these motherfuckers matter. Atom Smasher, none of them matter. If they all would have died in this fucking movie, I would have not gave two fucks. I just hated the fact that they kept trying to make Black Adam's character kind of feel, I don't know, if they were trying to make him feel human, if they were trying to, give him reason to care about these fucking people. I didn't give a fuck about none of that. I just want him to be a badass. I went into this movie with no expectations. I just wanted The Rock's character to be a badass, and in certain points he was, but it was the parts where the humans kept coming back and kept trying to make him feel something for this place. They did nothing for me. The big bad at the end of the movie, Sadak, I believe his name was, man, he I don't know, man. He didn't really do shit. His fucking scary ass army were nothing but a bunch of fucking bones. The minute you hit them dudes, they just turned into fucking dust. So they weren't shit either. Bro, this movie is fucking trash. I'm trying to think, is there anything else about this fucking movie, man? There was a couple parts where it got into Black Adam's backstory. At the beginning of the movie, it kind of gives you an introduction to his character and shit like that. I think they could have shortened that or just cut it out completely. The other thing was there's another part where you learn about why Black Adam became Black Adam, did what he did. I didn't really give a fuck about it. I'm sorry, I didn't. What else am I talking about here about this fucking movie? This whole fucking movie took place in one day. One fucking day. Not 2 days, not 3 days, which I think would have been cool to kind of stretch it. But they had this whole fucking movie take place in a day, which I'm just like, why? Like, all this shit took place in a day. Oh, yeah, the CGI in this fucking movie is fucking garbage. I don't know who directed this movie, but they should have got the director who directed Man of Steel. Because when I sat in the Man of Steel showing, I didn't see it in IMAX. I just saw it in regular. The flying in that movie looked fucking awesome. It really felt like you was flying with Superman when he flew. This fucking movie's flight looked like ass. There's one point where Black Adam has to fly a little bit faster to catch up with this fucking flying motorcycle made by this company. And when he flies a little bit faster, man, it just looks like ass. Almost all the CGI in this movie looked like ass. I don't understand how all this money was spent to make this movie look good, but it still came out looking like ass. Again, Dwayne Johnson, a.k.a. The Rock, don't take this the wrong way, man. Again, I like you as an actor. I loved you as a wrestler. But this fucking movie was not going to change shit. Robert Storms, I don't know if you ever going to watch this video, man. This movie was fucking garbage. If it was word of mouth to keep people from seeing it, good. Y'all saved yourself a hell of a lot of money from going to see this piece of shit ass fucking movie. This movie just did not get this movie should have just been straight to HBO Max. Or Max is what they want to call it now. There's no way in hell this movie should have been put out in theaters. Or at least if this movie would have came out some years earlier, it should have got a whole different script than what this bullshit that we had to sit through. I'm glad I didn't go to the theater and see it. But this movie is so fucking bad, man. I'm trying to see if there's anything that I'm possibly missing. CGI, shitty. The characters are interesting. That's another thing. None of these characters are interesting. I ain't give a fuck about none of them. Hawkman, Dr. Fate was cool. Atom Smasher and Cyclone. None of them I gave a fuck about. The human characters, didn't give a fuck about them. And it's like they tried to mix a lot of comedy in this fucking movie. That's another thing that really bothered me. What I really wanted was just a dark, gritty Black Adam movie. Not this trying to be a little bit of dark and way too much fucking comedy. It didn't work. So, I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all know that The Rock has distanced himself from this movie and from Warner Bros. Discovery by unfollowing them on social media. And he never should have got in touch with this movie in the first fucking place. My God, bro. Maybe it would have been fine, but just not with this script. Not with this fucking script, okay? This fucking movie is garbage. The Rock wasn't wrong to be Black Adam, but the script was. I don't know how many changes, but this script was not it, man. I don't want to miss anything else. But I can't think if there's anything else at the top of my head that I need to really bring up. The movie was shit. It was uninteresting. Everything took place in a fucking day. None of these characters are interesting to me. The son and the mom thought that he was it Kandor's champion. Coming to find out, he destroyed it because, he just got too power hungry, and his whole he was a champion was built on a lie. It was his son who was the real hero, but of course his son gave his powers to him, and he became this, 10th Adam is what they called him, and just became a villain. The only thing this movie has made me want to do is go read the actual Black Adam comics to read the actual story and see how his character is. Because this movie ain't it, bro. It ain't. I would tell anybody, don't waste your fucking money. Wait till it comes out at home. Just watch it at home, man. Which you can now. It's at home now. But this fucking movie is so fucking shitty. It's so fucking shitty. I'm trying to spin my wheels here in my fucking head to see if there's anything that I need to bring up. Honestly, I don't think there's anything I'm really missing, man. Don't see this movie. Don't waste your time. It's not worth it. As you can see, The Rock distances himself from the movie and Warner Bros. But that's only because they hitting the reboot button and getting rid of all this shit. Yes, I did see the cameo before the actual movie came out, and I was excited that Henry Cavill was coming back. But of course, everything getting reset, it don't matter now. And neither do the other movies coming out next year. Not Blue Beetle, not Aquaman, not Shazam 2. None of those fucking movies matter. I'm trying to think of the fourth film. I think that's it. Aquaman, Blue Beetle. Oh yeah, The Flash. They canceled they got rid of the 2 cameos from that. This movie was garbage. The other movies coming out next year aren't gonna mean shit. This movie was not worth watching. It wasn't worth going to the theaters and seeing. Rock, Dwayne, you really thought this movie was going to change the hierarchy of power? No matter how much money you tried to pump into it, your team, Warner Brothers tried to pump into it, this movie was fucking a failure before it even hit the theaters. This movie was garbage. It was shit. I honestly give this movie a 2 out of fucking 5 when it comes to my grading scale. 1, of course, being the lowest, and then 2 is the next step up. The only reason I give this movie a 2 is because of the way that Black Adam uses powers. I just love the electricity and everything. That's it. Everything else about this movie, trash. 2 thumbs down. It's time to move on, y'all. This movie was not going to save the DCEU. It's just funny to hear The Rock talk about the hierarchy of power is going to change, and it did, but it had nothing to do with this fucking movie. It was because of James Gunn and Peter Safran and David Zaslav, which I'm hoping to do a better job than what the old regime did, because this movie wasn't saving shit. Anyway, man, post your comments down below. I know I stretched this out longer than I should. Let me know what you all think. I'll catch you on my next video. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. 900 subscribers. Peace. Your boy is out for the night.